Military pilots, what's the strangest radio transmission you've ever received mid-flight? Mine came during a routine training flight over Nevada in 2019. I was flying an F-16, practicing low-level navigation with my wingman Jake. We'd been in the air about 45 minutes when my radio crackled to life. Not air traffic control, not our base. Some random voice bleeding through on our frequency. Any military aircraft in the area, this is emergency ground station. We have a situation requiring immediate assistance. Jake and I exchanged glances through our canopies. Emergency ground station wasn't official military terminology. Sounded like civilian talk trying to sound official. I keyed my mic. Unknown station, this is Viper Flight. State your emergency and location. Viper Flight, thank God. We're approximately 20 miles northeast of Nellis. GPS coordinates follow. The voice rattled off numbers that put them in the middle of the desert. Nothing but sand and rocks for miles. Unknown station, what is the nature of your emergency? Long pause. Then, we've got a situation with some kids. They're in danger. Need immediate air support. Kids in danger? In the middle of nowhere? This was getting weird. Jake was already pulling up terrain maps on his display. Unknown station, are you law enforcement? What agency are you with? Another pause. Look, I can't explain over radio, just trust me. These kids need help right now. Every instinct told me this was either a prank or something sketchy, but the desperation in the voice sounded genuine. As military pilots, we're trained to respond to legitimate emergencies. I contacted Nellis Tower, reported the situation. They had no record of any emergency in that area, no missing aircraft, no distress signals, no law enforcement activity, but they cleared us to investigate. Proceed with caution, Viper Flight. If it looks suspicious, maintain altitude and call it in. We flew to the coordinates. Middle of nowhere, just like expected. Then Jake spotted something through his targeting pod. I've got visual, some kind of camp down there, multiple vehicles, looks like people moving around. I activated my own pod, zoomed in. What I saw made my blood run cold. Military-style tents, armed figures in tactical gear, and 3 small figures sitting on the ground, hands behind their backs. This wasn't a rescue operation. This was a hostage situation. I immediately contacted Nellis. Tower, Viper Flight has eyes on what appears to be a hostile camp with possible captives. Request immediate backup. Viper Flight, maintain overwatch. FBI tactical team is 15 minutes out. That's when the radio transmission changed completely. Different voice, much more professional. Viper Flight, this is Agent Morrison, FBI. The transmission you received was from one of our undercover operatives. Agent Morrison, explain the situation. We've been tracking a kidnapping ring for 6 months. They grabbed 3 kids from a camping trip yesterday. Our guy managed to get close but couldn't risk his cover by calling on official channels. What do you need from us? Keep them pinned down. They've got vehicles and might try to run when they hear the choppers coming. For the next 20 minutes, Jake and I flew circles over that camp. Every time someone tried to load the kids into a vehicle, we'd make a low pass. The sound of 2 F-16s at 500 feet tends to change people's plans quickly. FBI helicopters arrived right on schedule. Tactical teams fast roped down surrounded the camp. Within minutes, they had 5 suspects in custody and 3 kids safe. Turns out the undercover agent had been posing as a buyer for weeks. When the kidnappers brought the children to complete a deal, he saw his chance but needed backup to prevent them from escaping. Using our frequency was genius. Military pilots are trained to respond to emergencies, and we had the firepower to keep everyone honest until real help arrived. After landing, we got debriefed by FBI agents. The kids were reunited with their families that same day. All 5 kidnappers got federal trafficking charges. Agent Morrison met us at the debrief, shook our hands personally. Your quick response saved those kids. Another hour and they would have been across state lines. Last month, I received a package at my squadron. Inside were 3 hand-drawn pictures, fighter jets flying over stick figures. At the bottom of each drawing, thank you for saving us. The FBI agent's emergency radio trick is now part of our training scenarios. Sometimes the strangest transmissions turn out to be the most important ones you'll ever receive.